dishes. Okay, get that plugged in. That's nice. My freaking computer doesn't even say I'm live, even though obviously I am. Yeah, I see. Yeah. I know you're ready to go. Yeah. Well, you don't have to whine about it. I can see. Yeah. I got you all dressed. I know you're ready to go. Yes, I know you're ready to go. You silly. Yeah. Oh, yes, I know you're so excited. So excited. I don't know why I'm bringing this, but other than the fact that I just need something to carry all this in. I know you're gonna poop, so might as well. Do I have one in here? I do. Okay. Because I know you're gonna poop. We're just gonna put that right there. Put that right there. Well, let's get going. Why are you scratching that one? I need to take and have an allergy test done on her. When she has an itchy spot on the back of her shoulders. So whenever, like if I don't have the harness on, she's fine. But as soon as I put a harness on her, she's like just constantly itching it because it's hitting her itchy spot. But also like twice now it's happened. She's come in contact with something and she starts getting hives. So I don't know what that's about. Oh, I'll tell you what. I wish my window was on the other side of the building because it is like so warm. There is a nice cold breeze. There it is. I knew she was gonna poop. A nice cold breeze going on this morning. I had a very big poop. What's your deal? Why is it is on? I don't know what's going on. Come on, Nari. Nari, come on. Nari, hey. She doesn't listen to me until I say hey in my dad voice. Then she's all of a sudden like, oh, let's go. Gosh dang it, and there's somebody right here. Come here. Yeah, come here. Of course, at 6 o'clock in the morning, there's somebody up here in the parking lot. Like, what are the odds? Or 6:45, I guess it's later than I wanted to be. So many things. I gotta finish my thought about the wind. It sucks because, come on. Like, I don't get any of this breeze, this nice cold breeze coming in my windows. And there's no AC in our building. I love coming out here and seeing a fresh layer of pollen all over everything. And I wonder why I wake up in the morning, my sinuses are all effed up. Good girl. Guess we're wearing the other pair of shoes. Oofed. Put you right here. You can look down on me. I gotta put my other shoes on. I loaded up all my shoes in here because we were going to be leaving. So I don't have any trail shoes in my house. Yeah, we're almost ready. Just hold on. I got to put my shoes on. She's looking all impatient. Like, come on, let's go. But anyway, so I don't get any cool breeze unless the wind is coming out of the north or the northwest, which is only happens in the wintertime, and then you don't want the cold air coming in because then it's cold outside. But whatever, it is what it is. But if I could just get a little bit of wind coming in that window, it would be so much nicer. Because now it's easily going to be freaking 90 degrees inside the apartment around mid-afternoon. Hi. Oh, hello. Hello. I pretty much got my van loaded up except for 2 of my electronic gear boxes and groceries that I still need to buy. And the reason why I didn't is because late afternoon I had a meeting request for a meeting on Thursday afternoon, or well, late, like early evening really for me, because they're in a different time zone. But let's see how well I'm balanced, and we're going that way. Okay, I gotta love it. I can never figure out with this new phone, that's probably too far, where the actual balance point is. Okay, we're gonna do that. I need the key. Audie, move. Move over. Move over. Thank you. This thing takes so long for the radio to turn on. And then, it takes a long time for it to actually turn off. I hit the button to turn it off, but that was a full 10 seconds before it finally registered because it takes so long for it to boot up. I don't need that on. Okay, we're gonna try and do Mount Helena. I'm gonna move that up so I can see the mirror. I don't know what it's gonna be like on a, what are we at? We're Wednesday, right? Wednesday morning at, well, by the time we get there, it'll be almost 7. So if it is super, super busy, then we're gonna head back over to Mount Ascension. That's why I went live, because I can normally go live, no problem up there. But I went live early because I do have a problem going live on Mount Ascension for some reason, even though I have great signal. I get this, whatever cell towers I'm on over there, even though it's not that far away, I don't think that the data transfer on the tower side is very good. Yeah, you just got popped in the nose because you put your face right where I'm trying to steer, you weirdo. Don't look at me like I just abused you by popping you in the face. You did it. Oh, so anyways, I got a meeting request for Thursday, and so I'm not leaving probably now until Friday morning, which actually kind of works out because DC, looking at the weather, will you stop, is supposed to be so freaking warm. And of course this guy's turning right where the freaking, I'm just gonna go around him. He wants to go into the parking lot. He can't go into the parking lot because the garbage truck is emptying the dumpsters. So it's not him. I'm not mad at him. It's just, I need to, I'm not gonna just sit there and wait. So I could be, like, I could drive. It's not a big deal. I could, and just take the meeting. Just stop somewhere and hop on the Zoom meeting for the Western States production stuff. But the weather in DC, I don't even know if we're going to actually go to DC now because it is supposed to be in the mid to high 90s. And I would be able to survive, but I don't know if little butthead here can survive because we would have to be stealth camping in the city, which means I can't have the doors wide open or anything like that. Most I could do is have the vent open, or the exhaust fan going with the back door cracked, because I can still have it locked if I just have it cracked. So you get airflow in, but it's going to be like, if it's 95 outside, it'll be like 98 in here until it starts to cool down. So she will probably not be able to take that. So I don't know. I don't know as if we're actually going to be able to go to DC or not. After I already sent some messages to everybody being like, hey, are you going to be around? But we'll see. And if that is the case, then we're probably not going to leave here until Saturday. A lot of cars in the parking lot, but again, it's 6:54 and I will bet you before we get out the door, there will be 7 people that'll show up. Not even, like, their vehicle won't even stop rolling, and they'll jump out and get on the trail to try and, it's like they try and race you to the trail. Even though nobody knows. It's like, here's the issue I have with that. I'm fine if you want to like try and get on the trail before somebody because you're going to be moving fast, but most of the time these people aren't moving fast. So they're just trying to get on the trail first, and it's like before they even figure out like how fast people are moving. Well, you figure out what you're doing. Get out of the way. Gosh dang, you're going to make us wreck. You are going to make us wreck because you're a weirdo. Yeah. Well, somebody's just finishing up, coming off the trail. I don't know where they're going. I don't even see him now. What the hell is this guy doing? Oh, there they are, up there. Now I can see him. Yep, he had his doggo. Yep, he's loading up his doggo and everything. Oh, speaking of the devil, there you go. Somebody's showing up. We haven't even been here 30 seconds. I didn't even get the vehicle turned off yet. People are showing up already. Okay, you guys are gonna be, look away if you get motion sickness. There we go. Oh. What do you know? The guy just, like I said, the vehicle didn't even come to a stop, and he's somebody coming down our trail. Sounds like somebody might be coming down our trail too. No, wait a minute. I don't know. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care about people showing up and using the trail. Problem is if I could just have a minute to get her out on the trail. That's the issue, is I don't have time to get her out on the trail. What the heck is this down like that for? What's going on with that? I need to, I think I'm gonna have to buy me a new vest before I go to UTCT. So I'd like to have, like, if I could just have, you know, a minute and a half to get her out on the trail, because she's a butthead, and as soon as I put her on the leash, she's gonna be like fighting and all that kind of stuff. So if I could have like 30 seconds to break the rules and not have her on the leash while we get out on the trail, that would be ideal. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, come on. See, this is what I'm talking about. You guys are gonna have to deal with motion sickness again, because what's this guy doing? Of course, okay, we're going this way. Here comes a car. So we'll go this way. I'm a little confused. Why? Okay, can I just, can I, why? That just showed up. Like, this isn't like a group use area, you know, type of thing, like big groups or whatever. Okay, come on. guy just unloaded a barbecue at the grill. Like, you're not allowed to do that here. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Sorry. Hold up. Come here. Okay, you pee while I take this off. Anyways, the water bottle stuff here is, let me change the camera. On my vest is Nari. Hey, Nari, get over here. Where are you going? Like the little elastic things are not. They're not holding my water bottles properly. So I don't know if they're just wore out or what. They don't feel like they're wore out. Okay. Well, this is our first time up here for a long time, so we're gonna struggle going up this trail for a bit while my legs warm up. Because for those of you that are new, this trail going up the mountain is very steep. It may not look like it on the video screen, but we are, it is a 30% grade right here at the beginning. Once we get up to there, it'll go down into the mid-20s, but it doesn't drop below 20 the whole way. And in fact, up at the very top, we have a section of 60% grade. So it is no joke for the next 0.9 miles. Whew. Yep, everybody's showing up now. Like I said, 7 o'clock. It's like everybody decides that's the time to come up here. I'm actually surprised with as warm as it's going to be today. Like that sun is already feeling hot. It is, oh, my butt is tired. Oh. I can hear like just car after car showing up right now behind me. Oh, I'm actually surprised there wasn't more people out here to get out here before work. But there wasn't anybody. Oh. I am struggling this morning. Why is that not working? I don't know. Who knows? Doesn't look like my dashboard is working very good this morning. So we'll just roll with it. It looks like I can read our chat, but I don't know if you guys can see the chat on the screen. Anyways, since I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. Oh man. Ooh, this is rough going. Calf muscles are burning, butt muscles are burning, heart rate's going. I'm breathing kind of hard. breathing portion will get better. But my muscles burning won't. We are. Last night I didn't stream because it was still so warm here in town that we decided to go towards south, the South Trailhead, but we ended up stopping at there's a trail in a little bit of a gully that was in the shade that was about 10 degrees cooler. So instead of 89 degrees, I think it was 78 at the parking area. And it was in the shade, so all the way up to the top of the ridge. So we did that. I was heading all the way to the South Trailhead because usually, again, like I said, like 10 degrees cooler down there. But when I saw that other trail didn't have anybody parked there, I was like, well, let's do this, because South Trailhead is, for most of it, exposed to the sun. But there was a breeze blowing last night, so I figured if anything, even though it wasn't like a cool breeze, it was still a breeze, would help keep us a little bit cooler. But like I said, I saw that I knew that little trail was in the shade. So when I saw that was free, we stopped there instead, and it was still 10 degrees cooler there too. So we did that last night. Late last night even. Like it was 8 o'clock last night when we finally did that. Because I was waiting for it to cool down here. And it just was not cooling down. Which is a little strange, because usually it'll start cooling down once the sun, once about 5, 6 o'clock, it'll start dropping temps, but it did not do that yesterday or last night. I think it was just because there was zero cloud in the sky to block that sun at all. Until about 9 o'clock, like right before sunset, some infant thunderstorms started passing through, which looked pretty cool too. Like it was making for a pretty cool sunset. Oh man. I tell you what, these freaking, I think other than the fact that I love being up on a mountainside, looking at the views, being at the top of a mountain, I like flat stuff. Not really, but flat stuff gets boring. But that's because you don't have the views. Somehow you could have the views. I don't feel like having to work hard to get the view. Give me a nice flat trail to get the view. Oh, I need to start being like a lot of those people that go to these places with these epic views but ride the gondola to the top. That's what I need to do. Maybe I'm just, you know, they talk about a lot of these 20-year-olds nowadays that are like, oh, I was born in the wrong generation, you know, the old soul. Maybe I'm an old soul. And except my old soul is 80 and 90-year-olds. Maybe that's the crew I need to hang out with. I do quite well with the, you know, above the 70 age. Grandma's always like me for some reason. And well, even the grandpas, especially when you get to that age, you know, they like to tell stories, and I'm the kind of person that'll just sit there and listen. That's probably why they like me so much. Oh, my calf muscles are burning. Hey, Nari, 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 hey! Gosh dang her. Hey, you listen. She decided she wanted to chase after a deer. And it's like, you've never ever came close. Do you think you're gonna catch one? Like, I don't want her to get hurt or anything, but what she needs is to just get kicked by a frickin' mama deer protecting its kid. And then she probably won't chase him anymore. It's like I used to say with Nessa, because she had this bad habit of, she wouldn't run out in like traffic if it was just traffic, regular traffic. But say we were on a sidewalk and coming to an intersection and a car was slowing down to turn, she would assume that that car was slowing down to say hi to her. And it's like, I would always half-heartedly joke about, because there's some truth in it too, about how I needed to hire one of my friends to do that and actually hit her a little bit with the car, just so she would understand that no, they're not coming to say hi, they're turning, you weirdo. She assumed everybody was there to see her. So if you were slowing down, or like when we were in DC, if the elevator doors would open up, either we were waiting for the elevator or we were on the elevator. The doors open up and somebody was there on the other side. Obviously they're there to see her. They're not there just to use the elevator. No, they're there to see her. Or if we got to the top of this mountain and there's a big group of kids, she's like, yay, all these people here to see me. Look at all these kids that showed up to say hi to me. right, well, legs are starting to warm up a bit. Although also we're now on the like 23% grade. Oh, geez. Versus a 30% grade, but I am freaking sweating already. It's no wonder I had issues. I've always had issues with heat and humidity, running wise, which is weird because I can hang out. Like when I was in Iraq, it's like 136 was the highest I saw our actual thermometer get. Now that wasn't like, what do they call it, wet bulb or whatever. So it's not like, because that would be damn near a world record. But that's what the, you know, I guess you could say the real feel was 136. And I was fine. Or if I'm just like hanging out outside doing whatever, I'm fine. Is it uncomfortable? Yeah, but I deal with it. But if I try and run or anything like that, it just kills me. And so it's no wonder, based upon, because the temperature right now is probably, I don't know, 64, 65, I would guess. I think that's what the low got down to. And I'm dying. I'm like sweating, working up because I'm not pushing too hard up this hill enough so I could feel that I'm working, but I'm not trying to kill myself. It's just an easy run today. I don't care who you are. If you be Grayson Murphy and you ain't running up this. Well, she'd run up part of it. Like where we're at right now, yeah, she would be running. But down at the bottom or up at the top here, she probably wouldn't. She would start off running, but she'd start to slow down. How did you get behind me? Huh? How did you get behind me? You weirdo. You were way up here. I'm glad she noticed I was up on the trail because I did not notice that she got behind me somehow. Which means she went way off the trail and then came back to the trail somehow behind me. Because I watched her, she was up past this intersection. I don't know how she did a big circle to get around me. Oh. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so it's no wonder I had issues when I went to the US 100-mile road national championship race. Because I had a good training block. Surprisingly, because I tried some new stuff because it was so cold and icy out, I couldn't run a lot. And I could not run on a treadmill for very long. Like the most I did was like an hour and a half on the treadmill at once. So I figured out that I could start incorporating like some cross-training bike stuff in there. So what I would typically do is like an hour on the bike and then go do like an hour and a half on the treadmill. And that's about the most I could do. and maybe go back to the bike for another, I think a couple of times I'd go back to the bike for another hour. But it seemed to work. The treadmill, yes, the treadmill. Hey Tim, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna wait until we get to the top to do the push-ups, because it would not be fair for me to do the push-ups on this. As steep as it is, the incline, the angle, it would be cheating. So we'll get to the top, which will be another probably 5 minutes, and I'll knock out them push-ups for you. Yeah, I cannot do the treadmill. I don't understand how people can do it. When I was like training for road marathons all the time, I have a 10K route here in the city that I would do, and every morning it's like there was a like a 24, what is it, Anytime Fitness, that's, or something like that, whatever it's called, whatever that place is, that I would run in front of. And then, you know, it's like 50 degrees outside, and it's just a beautiful morning out, and I'd run by that, and all the treadmills were at the very front of the place looking out the window, and there'd be like 5 or 6 people just running on the treadmill. And I was always like, what the heck? Like, why are you running on a treadmill when you could be running outside where it's just gorgeous out? I just never got that. But I think one reason why certain individuals like to run on the treadmills because it's easier. It's like I always tell my athletes, she's looking for a chipmunk over here, but the chipmunk's up there now. I saw it running up the backside of the tree. She was like, damn it. Oh, this is the steepest part of this route right here. So this is gonna take us a little bit. It just gets steeper and steeper. You could when you had to, yeah. I mean, like if it was, like I said, well, when I'm training for an ultra, it's like hard. If I was training for like a marathon or shorter distances, then, I mean, most of the time my training sessions aren't that long anyway, so I could, you know, just, what's the word I'm looking for? I would tolerate it the best I could. But yeah, I have, well, like one of my athletes I was coaching over the winter time, she was training for a ultra, and I was like, yeah, when I was creating her training plan, knowing that she was going to be doing stuff on a treadmill, I would adjust her paces and stuff because it is easier on a treadmill, so you have to adjust everything. It's like a 8-minute pace on the treadmill does not translate to an 8-minute pace out on a road, because the road isn't moving for you. A treadmill, the ground's moving for you. Now a lot of that you can just adjust by moving it to, like, putting a 1 or 2% incline on the treadmill will help offset some of that, but it's still, I mean, you're talking easily a 20-second difference between paces. I used to work with a guy that, when I was in the military, that he did nothing but running on a treadmill, and he'd be like, he'd come into the office and be like, because he would work out at lunchtime, because we had a gym right there in our building, and he'd be like, yeah, I ran a 13-minute 2-mile, you know, so 6.5 minute mile pace. He's like, I'm gonna kick your butt on the PT test. And I'm like, and I tell him then that doesn't translate. Okay, where'd she go? Nari. Oh, there she is. Okay. Good job, sweet girl. Good job for listening. Yeah. That doesn't happen very often. Yeah, good job listening. And then he'd get to the, you know, the PT test where you're running outside. He'd be like, I don't know why I ran, 15 minutes. It's like, I was running 13 minutes on the treadmill. Because it doesn't translate, dumbass. You have to work harder running outside versus on a treadmill. Now, I will say, one thing the treadmill is good for is to practice leg turnover. That is one really good thing about it. Okay, my butt muscles are burning. That's how steep this is. And the heart rate is going. We're almost to the top. And then I can knock out them push-ups. And hopefully, a little butt head here doesn't help me. Because all that does is make it harder to do push-ups. It doesn't help. She thinks she's helping. Trying to climb up on my shoulders or, push down for added weight. Like, come on, work. Nice thing is the rest of this route is very runnable for even somebody like me. Well, a lot of it's downhill, so that of course makes it runnable. There's that wind. Okay, remember you gotta touch the circle. She's actually gonna touch it without me. Good job, sweet girl. Good job. Good job touching that circle. Okay, we'll show the view off really good. Looks selfish, she knows it, yeah. Can't wait to be able to get up there. I drove by this side, all the snow the north side is which is where the trail comes from for the ones I want to do are See, this looks flat right here. We could do it right here. But there is still a lot of snow. Look, I can go up a little bit. What are you chewing on over there? What are you doing? You're chewing on something, looking at me like you're having so much fun. Whatever. Who knows what you found up here? I'm not gonna fight you. Okay, we're gonna run Nessa's route, or portions of it anyways. We'll see what we decide when we get down there. So like I always say in the disclaimer, for the next probably half a mile, signal's gonna go in and out until we get down to there, and that's where we drop down. So we'll get down to there and signal will improve, but we're going to be on the back side of this little ridge right here, because the trail goes down this way, hits this little ridge and continues down. So, but don't leave me, stream should not end. But the sun is, there we go. Oh, she's gonna christen the very top of the mountain really fast. Of course. There we go. This way. You know the way. What are you doing? Wind is cold. That's why I said I wish that I was on the other side of the building, because my apartment would be. Plus, I wouldn't have sunlight coming in the windows. So it would stay fairly cool. We don't have AC in our building, and we are not allowed, because it's a historical building, we're not allowed to put like window AC units in or anything. We can't have anything there hanging outside the windows of any sort, like type of thing. And that's not even a condo association rule, that's an actual city historical whatever thing rule, which sucks. That's what sucks about it being one of the oldest buildings in town, because it was a 100-year-old. Where'd she go? Here, her was there before. It's a 120-year-old hotel. It was built as a hotel during the gold rush. Who knows? But it's city rules. The only places that are allowed to have some and ACs, where you have the thing outside, like more of a swamp cooler type of thing, but it's the business offices are the only ones allowed to have that. Were you pointing at a finch just now? That is the tiniest little bird. You weirdo. Okay, we should get a small little blip of line of sight on cell tower real fast until we get back down on this ridge again. Made you luck. She saw a bunch of elk. That was her first actual time seeing elk. She heard them when we were up in this area over here. She saw some elk. She saw a bunch of deer. She saw a big old fat bunny rabbit. She saw a black bear. It's quite an adventure for her. And she saw horses. You know, you'll have the best version of like glamping that you can have for backcountry stuff. So they have a bunch of mules, be a mule train that they'll pack you in a full campsite. And then the people will ride in on horses at a different time. But yeah, she got to see the pack trains going through. So I guess so technically she got to see some horses and some mules. When she was dogs, I want to play with them. It's like, nope, those are horses. God dang, I'm feeling my Achilles a little bit after the climb today. I really need to, I don't know, I think my Achilles, the whole chain, so my soleus, which is having issues because of my hamstring, which is having issues because of pericarditis, improves. Of course, this is where she wants to take her time, and I'm like, come on, we gotta push through it as fast as we can. I sent a message to someone this morning to make sure find out if they need me at another race or not. Doing her thing in the grass. So weirdo. Now that we got in the grass, she's just all happy again. Oh, she's actually, nope. Psych. I was gonna say, oh, she actually wants to go down Nessa's route. Nope. She's looking at me like, Come on, we're going this way. No, Nari, we're going this way. Come on, we're going this way. Weirdo. Like, I don't mind going that other way. In fact, we'll start going that way on our days where I'm not live streaming, but I go like just barely past where she was just at, and we lose signal. So what are you doing? Are you eating grass? Why are you eating grass? Huh? Why are you eating grass? Yeah. I guess we're just gonna take it easy down this. There's a lady up here, slowly hiking up, maybe? Yeah, she's hiking up. So if that was me, I'd be doing the same. I'd go slow too. It is fairly steep. Look at this downhill. I can feel it in my quads. She's on the steepest section right now too of it. It is no joke. No joke. Oh. All right. Don't jump up. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I am feeling this downhill. Funny because this is the longest switchback, and it's also the steepest for this backside. I mean, there we go, starting to even out now. I don't know where she's going. Oh, now she's coming back. She's taking off after something. It's like, the trail's right here, you weirdo. Yeah, the trail's right here. Yeah. Looking at it with your tongue hanging out. Maybe if you weren't sprinting around like a crazy fool, you wouldn't be panting so hard. She's not thirsty. It's cool enough out here. She's just panting because she's sprinting around. Guarantee if I brought out her water dish right now to give her some water, she'd take like 2 or 3 like laps at the water and then be like, okay, I'm done. Whew, it is so much cooler back in this side of the mountain, which it normally is a lot cooler anyways because it's a little bowl and the cold air will just sit here. But it's also, it only gets sun for about, the middle 6 hours of the day probably. Probably from about, actually, what time is it? Because it's actually almost about ready to hit most of this, so it's probably longer than that, yeah. So probably from about 8:30. It's starting to hit the far end over there, but the deeper part here probably about 8:30 to probably until maybe 3 in the afternoon. It's probably about as much sun as it gets, because then the sun is behind this ridge over here with the direction that the sun travels around the sky. But there's also a lot of trees here too, so that helps protect everything. This way? Yeah, this way. I was getting confused. I mean, the trail, if we keep going straight, the trail comes back over here, but that's not Nessa's route. Nessa always wanted to go this way. I don't know why. This is the way she wanted to go. Well, we're gonna look at this seasonal spring right here really fast. While we wait for the little turd to show up, we'll just investigate this little spring. Where'd she go? Nari. I know you couldn't have gone far. Oh, there you are. You're way over there. Nari, come on. Hey, Nari. I don't want her to lose me. I think she couldn't find me. There you go. Come on. There you go. I think she headed down that other trail because that's where I was at, and then she heard me say her name and she ran back up the trail and then was confused because the way that, you know, sound echoes and everything, I could sound like I'm further up the trail yelling even down here. Yeah, see, so here's where the trail comes back in right here. So we could go that way, but in fact, I wonder if we should just maybe modify our route a bit, because we got time. I got my battery with me. I don't know what the signal's like, but instead of going back up Prairie, we could do Ambrose and go out towards this way straight, or even come back up Mars until we hit our trail right here. Could do that too. There is the reason why this trail is called Old Chevy. Yeah, right after you say pretty spot, hey look, there's an old truck that people, every time you come by, is either destroyed just a little bit more, has more graffiti on it. Funny thing is, it's not even that old of a Chevy. Like the first time I heard, because this is probably a 70, I don't know, 74 or 76. And the first time I heard Old Chevy, I was like, oh, that thing's got to be, you know, like, I think of like a 30s Chevy or something, you know. Oh, jeez. I'm looking down the trail trying to figure out what we're gonna do. She decided, looks like she wants to go that way, and I'm stumbling over the rocks. We could go this way for a little bit and then work around. I want to do enough today that she gets tired, so we can go, not that, yeah, this way. We can go this way, I think. Let me check the sign. I think this is the way we want. It doesn't it? Oh, it does. Andes, 2 Andes, yep. Nari, this way. Nari. I was just looking at the sign, you weirdo. I mean, I get your confusion. She was like, oh, we're going that way, and then she just takes off at freaking full sprint. And I'm like, no. I was just looking at the sign. I wanted to make sure this is the way we wanted to go, and it is. And now we're on the edge of the private property right here. Yep, this is Andes. Okay, so we'll take Andes down here for a little ways, and then we'll jump down onto Ambrose. I guess we could take Ambrose all the way back, maybe. Gosh dang it. What the hell did I trip on? See, this is what I talk about with the sneaky freaking rocks. I tripped over that right there, which is only sticking up like an inch. And it's hard to see because it blends right in with the dirt. I almost fell on my face. And it's not like I'm not picking up my feet or something. I'm picking up my feet. I just have a habit of being able to just catch your toe just enough that you will fall on your face. Whew. And now I'm questioning my life choices because we have to go all the way down at the bottom and then climb back up to where we were just at. Oh well, it's all good. If I knew we were going to do this, I would have put my running harness on so that we could just drop all the way down to La Grande. Oh, gosh dang, what did I step on? That hurt. Made my foot twist sideways. It was a rut, if anybody's wondering. Because I was looking down off to the right, not paying attention to where I was stepping. Stepped on it just right to where it hit the tendon that I ruptured about a month ago on the side of my foot. So far, I'm actually surprised I got as good a signal as I got. Whew. I forgot there was all this uphill on this trail, but that might be because I don't ever go down the trail this way. I always come back this way. So then for me, it's always downhill. So, I talked about this is all private right here, and it's a new subdivision that's going to get put in. And then, so here's what's funny. The city sold this land to a developer who's going to turn it into rich people housing. And then, so they approve the plans for it, all that kind of stuff. And then, okay, we want to go down. All right, we're going this way. We're going this way. You were right. Yeah. So the developer did the plans of how they're going to break everything up and all that, and then sold back. And here's the funny part, and it made the newspapers. Such and such developer is, I don't remember what the wording was, but it wasn't like giving back. You know, it wasn't like donating it back to the city for this park. But that's kind of what they insinuated. But they actually sold it back. And the funny thing is they sold back, 30% or whatever that they bought for this development for the same price that they bought the entire thing from the city. So it's like, tell me there's not any, and I'm not saying anything, but I bet you if you look, the developer somehow has ties to the city. So essentially they bought, this developer is going to make tons of money, and the city didn't make any money. But it looks like it on paper because they sold it probably 5 years ago. It's not that time. They're like, oh, we made all this money. Nari, this way. You missed the trail. We're not going to Seven Sisters. Yeah, we're going this way. Good job. Whew. It's like I saw some post on, I don't know, Instagram or, no, it had to have been Facebook, one of those auto whatever things. And it was definitely a political ad. And this guy's talking about how the Helena School District here is having to lay off 40 teachers and blaming it on the governor. How we had so much surplus or whatever, and you know, in our budget, and then he became governor, and now Helena's having to lay off all these teachers. And it's like, how are you making this correlation? Because that would be the Helena City budget that those teachers are coming out of. Like, what does that have to do with the governor and the state budget? Like, and the funny thing is the excess is like the difference between what we had for excess and everything doesn't even make a difference when you actually look at it for the teacher, for a city, you know, even. So it's like, okay, so this is the old Chevy Trail. So I hear people up there. Oh, there's the trail for Ambrose up here. I was like trying to figure out if this came out, if I had to go down or if I had to go up. I have to go up. Oh, there's another doggy. Hold on. All right, there's a doggy. Look out. I don't want you to get scared. Yeah. Oh, she saw him. Oh, she's gonna play. She's like somebody with almost as much energy as her. Well, I think we might just run back up instead of doing Ambrose. I think we're just gonna run back up to our other Hi. Hi. Nari, come on. That lady's like freaking out, like, I don't know, trying to put her dog on a leash or something. I'm like, they're just playing. Like, what is your deal? Okay, so this is Ambrose right here. I think we will just continue up and go to where we were going to turn anyways. Might as well do it now. So that was only not very. It's a beautiful morning out, so I don't care. And there's our poor unstable network signal or whatever that I think earlier when I was like, I'm surprised I have a signal. I guess I just had to drop down a little bit. Oh, this is a climb. Told you we're gonna have to climb back up. Oh. And even Ambrose, if we would have got over to Ambrose, we still had to climb to get up onto that. So we're just gonna knock out the climb for this portion to get to up here to Daratissima, which is an uphill grind, not near like this, but it's an uphill grind to get up to Prairie. Oh. Holy cow, there is a huge, you guys can see it over there, a huge section of leafy spurge. Surprised the city isn't doing anything to try and control that. That is not anything you want taking over this mountainside. Well, there's the Chevy, I can see us, so we should get pretty close to our trail intersection here. My butt muscles are burning again. You can tell somebody's been coming through here pulling weeds, some of it being leafy spurge. Okay, we gotta go way up there. I thought we were, whenever we come down past the old Chevy, it always seems like we go a lot further than that to the triple junction. Does anybody else, when they're out on either hiking or trail runs or anything like that, spend most of their time thinking about Christmas trees? How a lot of these trees around here would make such a perfect Christmas tree. Good job, sweet girl. You knew exactly where we were going. Because I do that. In fact, I'll find myself, like even when I'm running, I'll be all of a sudden walking and looking around, and then I catch myself like this right here. Look at that tree right there. That'd be a perfect Christmas tree. That's what I find myself doing, is being like, oh, look at that. That'd be a perfect Christmas tree. Now here, there's no way you can chop down a tree like that for a Christmas tree, because that is a huge find. It's like cutting down a tree in Central Park, New York type of find. Does she go up where she's supposed to? I guess we'll find out. I don't hear her. Yep, she did. She did. Okay, now we just gotta do this grind all the way up to Prairie. I'm running out of gas though, so I didn't eat breakfast good today, by the way, mostly because I felt like I still had last night's dinner in my stomach. Now, my stomach's grumbling. So I don't necessarily know as if I actually did have anything from last night's dinner. Now, we ate really late, like I said. We didn't hit the trail until 8:30-ish, I want to say. And then we had to go to the store to get some food, because I didn't do that yesterday after our run. I was like, I can find something to eat when we get home. I don't feel like going to the store. And I did. I had oatmeal for lunch yesterday after our run. And so then I didn't have any dinner or anything for dinner or anything. So I didn't actually eat until almost 10 o'clock last night. And then And because only thing I had to eat all day was that bowl of oatmeal, I was freaking starving. So then I overate, and that's why. And then, woke up earlier, so I didn't get as much sleep. So it all just played together. Ate later, I overate, and I woke up earlier, and that would be why I felt like I had lots of food in my tummy still. Because technically I probably did. But now though, I am growling in the tummy. The tummy's growling. I'm letting her. I love the way these trees have all this bright green new growth on their tips of their trees. Looks so cool. Sounds like somebody's got a hound below us on Ambrose. It's a good thing we didn't go to Ambrose. Whew. I'm even a little bit sweaty in the undercarriage arena, and it feels like it's on the verge of chafing a bit. I think we'll be okay though. We only got another, I don't know, mile and a half to go, 2 miles? I don't think we have 2 miles, probably a mile and a half. She keeps stopping. Figuring out where that dog's at. It's like, that dog could be anywhere since we're up on the side of the mountain. It could be down on the trail, it could be in a house. There's a neighborhood not too far away from us that we're, just perched above, so who knows? Oh. Speaking of chafing, I think I'm out of squirrel's nut butter. I need to buy some more. I wonder if they have any at the running store down in Bozeman, because I gotta go there anyways. I really want to go there to see if they have any of the Speedgoat 5s in my size. The new Speedgoats are out. They're having a huge sale, like 50% off on the Speedgoats that they have in stock still. But I have a common foot size, so most of the time when there's sales like that, it's like unless you have a size 7 foot or a size 13, you're not gonna find one. But I like the 5s. So I'd buy another pair of them. That's what I did with my what was it? The Cascadias? It must have been the Cascadias, the 16s. When the 17s came out, the 16s went on sale, and I bought like 2 more pair of them. Calderas have their places, but that one just, they changed it enough that it fit my foot a little differently. Okay, here's Prairie. So it just kind of rubbed weird. Like, I like it sometimes if it's gonna be like a rocky trail and I just want a little extra softness and all that, it's a good shoe. But I can't do like 20-mile runs in it because the way it rubs against it's like the top of my big toe. So it's not even like the side, like I have bunions or something. It's like the top of my big toe, it rubs weird. Same thing with shoes I wear now, the Catamount 2s. I love the feel of them. And for anything under, 50K, it's a good racing option for me. But I have like a bone spur on the side of my foot, which is weird that I can't do anything about. But after a little bit, it just rubs wrong, and not really rubs wrong. It's the pressure on it that hurts on the side. I can't take it anymore. Like it hurts. Like it hurts to walk after say 50K. But like right now, it doesn't bother me. I can't feel it. And it is the same way with the new Catamount Agiles. That shoe, I love that shoe. But it's the same thing after a while. It's just because it fits so tight around your foot, it just puts pressure on that bone spur and starts to hurt after 20 miles or so. That is going to be my shoe I use for my next race at Kendall Mountain for sure. That's only a 12-miler. Okay, we got one more little spur to go over. We'll drop down a little bit here. It's barely noticeable. It's more flat than downhill. For a little bit, and then we climb up over the next spur, and then we have downhill the whole rest of the way. Oh. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna hit. Maybe 5.5 miles at the most. Or not 5.5, 4.5 miles. I mean, we're not gonna hit 5. Even with the little, because it's 4 miles, Nessa's route, like 3.94 or something like that. Just shy of 4 miles. So doing that little extra on Andy's might have got us an extra half mile. This is so uneven. The footing in this trail looks really nice, but it is so uneven from all the mostly footprints from when it was muddy, when it was thawing. That's what we call cowpucky or cowpucked or whatever, like when you have cows on a trail like the top of Black Canyon. It's always that way. And there's ruts even on here from mountain bikers going through when it was muddy too. Usually, I mean, once it gets more traffic throughout the summer, it'll help smooth itself out, because the dirt will just get worn and turn into dust, the top layer, because it's clay. And it'll just smooth itself out. But this is good for practicing ankle stability. That's for sure. Now I have pretty good ankle stability. That's why I can, darn near twist my ankle and I don't twist my ankle. Like, I come out of it okay. Not to say I don't twist my ankle sometimes, because I do. But usually if I like my foot gets all twisted to where, okay, that's why I said we're uphill, to where you want to go to this point really fast? We can do it. But if my foot gets all twisted, you know, enough to where I would twist my ankle, normally I'm hitting the ground and I bang up my knee because my knee isn't strong enough. So when I twist that much, then my knee gets all out of whack, and that's when I hit the ground. Doesn't matter which knee or which leg, either knee. Okay, there's somebody down on Ambrose right there, and the lower trail even, which doesn't really have anywhere to go. There you go, there's the big little city of Helena. The big little city of Helena. That track right there is so weird. It's a 400-meter track, but it is almost square. It's not oval at all. So, Mari, come on. There you go. I didn't know if she saw me head back this direction or not. No, we're not going up to that. There's all this. I don't understand. We get a lot of rock climbers up here. This is all like really crappy limestone. Like, you wouldn't think that's what you would want to climb up. Like, granite is what you'd want to be climbing on. But we get a lot of rock climbers up here. Okay, well, today I got to do some computer work. I'm gonna try and do some updating to my website. That's my first thing I'm going to be working on. And then we're going to try and get the is it my first video? I don't remember where I'm at, which ones I've done. It's a Chamonix video. I think it's my first one. Try and get it done. And then edited. But maybe I did the first one. Maybe this is the second day, or the second run. It'll be more of a long form again, just because, again, at that point in my life when I was doing videos, I was more just talking to the camera about what was going through my brain, because I was getting really nervous about my race. So this was my outlet to talk to people, because, you know, I didn't have anybody. It's one thing that sucks is I never have anybody at my races. It's not that I don't ask, I just don't have any friends that either, you know, can take that much time off work or are into running. Like, they wouldn't even know. Alright, hey, stay down. Come on. It makes zero sense to me, these people that are out wearing a mask out in the middle of nowhere like this. Especially being that most of the concerns of people that wear masks like that are, you know, with COVID or whatever. And they've proven how ineffective they are at helping prevent the spread of that. Like, unless you're gonna wear a full-on respirator, it doesn't do anything. And even then, it's like this. Nari, hey, Nari, sit down. The doggy obviously is a little scared. Oh yeah, other doggies with as much energy as you. That's a kind of dog I almost got back when I got my first. I was trying to get my first Vizsla. Couldn't decide if I wanted that kind of a dog or a Vizsla. Nari. Hey, Nari. Come on. Let the doggy go. Okay, come on. No, we're going this way. Come on. There you go. She was chasing him, so I was like, you gotta let the other doggy go. So yeah, the reason why, like, I'm always asking for people to crew me at a race or any of that, but I can never have anybody. And I'm single, so it's not like I can, you know, talk to a girlfriend, even have an outlet. So that's why I live stream. You guys are my outlet. You guys are my girlfriends. Just so you know, or boyfriends if you're a boy. I mean, I'm not bi. I'm heterosexual, but. I had, yeah, talk about the random things I talk about. This is years ago. There was a lesbian couple at a music festival I was at. One of them was just stunning. And so I told her that. I was like, God dang, you were like freaking beautiful. And she got all offended and was like, you know, I'm gay. I'm like, so? That's what I told her. I'm like, so what? What does that have to do with you? If I could be beautiful, I wasn't hitting on you. I'm just telling you, you're beautiful. It's like, I have gay guys tell me all the time that, you know, they are actually hitting on me, but, you know, talk about how good I look. I take it as a compliment. It's like a long time ago. I was at a bar in Bozeman, and me and one of my friends, and I used to go there because one of my friends was a bartender, and I was just sitting at the bar, and we always had this running joke. I don't remember what my name was. His name was Heather. I don't remember what my name was. But we would always joke about how we would call each other these names because we were cellmates together in jail, you know, type of thing. But I had this gay guy come up and hit on me, and he was like, because I'll never forget, he was like, has anyone ever told you you look like Dolph Lundgren? And I was like, no. And just left it at that. And then, like, you can see how he was hoping that was going to be his opening to hit on me. It's like, sorry, I'm not gay. But I think because of the way me and the bartender used to joke with each other, people thought we were. And then he used to mess with people, because this is when I was in the military still. So, you know, I was full on, like, haircut, everything. I looked like I was in the military. Good job, sweet girl. Good job being. Hold on. We're checking to see if the the dog Nazi's here. Can't tell. I think we're good. But I would just be sitting there, you know, at the bar, having a drink, whatever, talking to a few people, other people at the bar, and one guy, like, this group of kids were like, kids, I say kids because they were obviously underage at the bar, so college kids, and I was at that time probably 26, 27. All right, come here. Don't get in the way of the bike. I know, you just want to say hi, but get out of the guy's way. Oh, geez, I know. So excited now. So excited, I know. What's that?
dog is not tired.
No, not after 6 miles. Okay, come on. Or no, 5 miles, I guess. We did almost make 5 miles. But they were like, who is that guy? And he used to joke and tell people I was with the DEA. Okay, I gotta get you up inside. Come here. Come on, get up. All right. Come on, jump up. Jump up. Thank you. Okay, I got push-ups to do. Who was that? Potion 2. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Now we're gonna knock out some push-ups. This person is gonna be looking at me like, what is this idiot doing? Probably gonna try and park here. Nope, stay. She's like, but I hear a car coming. I gotta go see. You see out the window. Nice. Okay, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. What are you doing? Oh, that's exactly what you need to eat. A rotten, well, not rotten, but a dried out banana peel that somebody just left in the parking lot. That's exactly what you need. Whew. Okay, so we did 4.8 miles. Not the furthest. I was hoping for a little more than that, but that's okay. She seems to be that. I think she's gonna zonk out pretty good for a few hours so I can do some work on the computer. Anyways, that is going to be it for this morning. What was that? Like, oh, it was a 2-hour stream. Wow, look at that. Although the first 15 minutes of that was us traveling to the trailhead, but you know, whatever. But yeah, I will probably be live again tomorrow. We just got to figure out what we're going to do. But we will probably be live again tomorrow. Friday I will not. I will be traveling for sure. Well, maybe. I don't know. We might knock out just a few miles before we take off early in the morning. So we'll see. And then Saturday and Sunday, if I can find a good place for us to run on our trek across the US, I will live stream those. And then Monday, if we're in DC, I will be live streaming. But probably not on Tuesday. But we'll see. But anyways, that's going to be it for everybody on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button. For everybody on Twitch, please hit that follow if you haven't already. Appreciate it a lot. Go to shadrunner.com for coaching or running content needs. And follow me on my socials. Yeah, there's your water. Here, let me pull it up for you. There you go. And until next time, I'll see you guys whenever it is. I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea. Maybe tomorrow morning, maybe tonight even, who knows. But bye everyone. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.